Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Baby here from MoneyLoanNation.com, your home for everything money loan. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Welcome back here to the Money Loan YouTube channel. And today we have my week 3 NFL reactions. So basically, I forgot to switch the teams, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that as we talk about as we talk about the plugs. I'm gonna go ahead and switch the teams here in the bracket from when they play. But yeah, so make sure you guys do subscribe right here to the Money Low YouTube channel. I do appreciate everybody's support, and I probably should have done this beforehand. So if you want to skip this part, you can absolutely can, because I don't give a fuck. Wait, okay. Yeah, this might take me a while, so guys, just bear with me on this. If you guys are still watching, same. I'm just trying to get the games up in here so we can. Um, yeah, this is why I do it every single day before I make these type of videos, and I forgot to do it. I forgot to do it today, so yeah. So what do you guys think about this week? There was a lot of ups and downs this week. There was definitely a lot of high scoring games this week. I should say. Um, yeah, this week was madness in my opinion. And like my fantasy team, we literally scored 200 points. Like that's ridiculous. We scored 200 points and we won the game. We now my record in fantasy is 1-2. We're not that. I mean, we're good now. We weren't good before, but I believe with this team we can have some type of a we should have some competition in there. So I'm almost done now, but I'm just Jets. You go back there. Yeah, I'm almost done. Those a lot. Those also what I realized about this week, there was a lot of punching bag games, like I predicted to happen. Like how many games did we see that was like, oh my lord, like, you know what I'm saying? How many games were there that were like, holy shit? If you guys know what I'm talking about, well, you guys should know what I'm talking about. And all right, hold on, I'm almost done. Bucks, Rams, Bengals. Okay, so where are these two going? Oh, Titans played against the Browns, and they're okay. So you should be over there, and then who else? Jacksonville. You guys should be with Houston. Okay, there we go. All right, so that's done. So let's go ahead and do my week 3 NFL reactions. All right, so we're starting off with the Thursday night game that we had was the Giants and the 49ers, and the 49ers ended up winning this game 30-12. So I think San Francisco was an A tier. I mean, they completely. I mean, besides the first half looked like they were a little bit of a struggle, and then from then the second half they just absolutely kicked the shit out of the Giants. Meanwhile, the Giants, I'll give them a D tier because their offense did at least hang around for a little bit, but ever since then, like I said, you guys got your asses kicked, so there's really no explanatory here. All right, next game we got was the Lions and the Falcons, and the Lions ended up winning this game 20-6. All right, so with the Lions, I'll give them a good B tier. You know, they went out there. They really had a good bounce back performance, and that's what they did. They won the game. It was nothing crazy about their performance, but it was at least good enough for me to give them a B tier. I really like what the Lions did this week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, I'm gonna give them a D tier. I'm only giving credit to their defense. Their offense is absolutely horrific in this game, but besides that, I think I'm giving Atlanta a D tier. Their offense didn't look too good in this game, and yeah, that's all I gotta say. But the only reason why they're not an F tier is because they held Detroit's offense to only 20 points. All right, next up we have the Chargers and the Vikings, and I think both of these two teams get a B tier. So starting off with the Chargers, you guys almost choked away the game again just by allowing Minnesota to have the ball of their own 20-yard line, because that's what your coach is. He's a dipshit. He's a brainhead. And then for the Vikings, but the Chargers, they didn't perform too bad. And then looking at the Vikings side of things, like, they didn't perform bad either. But how many how many times during this game that they had a chance to take the lead or grow or make the lead even bigger when they first had it. They had so much, and because of that, they fell behind throughout the rest of the way. So yeah, so Minnesota definitely not a bad performance out of these two teams. I just wish different scenarios would have happened during the game. All right, next up we have the Saints at the Packers, and I think I have to give these two teams both a seats here. I mean, the Saints, you would be higher if you guys would have held on to that lead, and the Packers would have been an F tier if they didn't come back and win that game. I mean, that's basically all I got. Besides that, it was like two mid performances. That's all I go for. All right, next up we have the Jaguars and the Texans. I'm gonna give the Jags a D, and I'm gonna give the Texans a A. All right, so starting off with the Texans, they just absolutely dominated this game. They just went into Jacksonville and kind of whooped their ass. I'm not gonna lie, it was a really good showing out the Texans, scoring 37 points and absolutely dominating that Texans offense. I mean, being fine for the Jaguars, yes, this is really disappointing if you're a Jags fan. Well, I was really disappointed in them. I like them allowing 37 points and also losing this game in a blowout fashion. Matter of fact, actually never mind. I'm gonna put them in the F tier. I'm putting the Jaguars in the F tier because there's no way you lost at home by 20 points to the Houston Texans. All right. I mean, seriously, if I would have saw that game, I would have thought it was a dream, but it isn't. All right, next up we have Denver going into Miami, and I think if you saw this game, this is that's just what it is. So starting off with Miami, the winning side of this, they just absolutely just took the Broncos and just punt them. I don't even know what to say. Like this game was so embarrassing that I could. I don't know. Sometimes, some point, I was just laughing at Denver how bad they're getting embarrassed. And then speaking of Denver, like, what do you want to talk about? What do you want to talk about Denver? This like Miami literally scored 10. There was 10 total offensive touchdowns from the Miami Dolphins. Like seriously, you can't allow 70 points in an NFL game. You can't do it. It's too much. That's why you guys had negative 20 points. And if you have Denver's defense, it gave you negative 20 points. That probably made you lose in your fantasy if you had them. All right, next up we have the Titans and the Browns. I'm gonna give the Browns an A and the Titans a F. So starting off with the Browns, I mean they just won. They just won in good fashion. Their defense really showed up. That's why I'm glad I picked up the Browns defense for my fantasy team. But yeah, I like how their defense played. Their offense, Deshaun Watson was really good in this game, and I just like what the Browns are doing without each other. Anyway, but the Titans, they just got the absolute living shit beaten out of them. They just got whooped in. I mean, it was just bad. You guys could only score 3 points on Cleveland. Now I know the Cleveland Browns are a good defensive team, but you could only score 3 points on them. All right, next up we have the Bills and the Commanders, and yeah, if you would have saw this game, you would put them right where we want them. So starting off with the Bills, I mean, there's just no. I think the Bills woke up now. They look like themselves again, and that's basically all I gotta say. And for the Commanders, you guys had 2 really good straight weeks, but this week you guys get an F because that was embarrassing. Like if you want to go back to my week 3 NFL predictions video, I predicted this game Buffalo would win, but I thought Washington was going to keep it close. Instead, Washington did not keep this game close at all. Well, not for 1 second. All right, next up we have the Colts and Baltimore. I'm gonna give the Colts. A B. Yeah, we'll give Colts a B, and I'll give the Ravens a C. All right, so starting off with the Colts, really impressive win in Baltimore. I was definitely not expecting that. Even though you guys did lose Anthony Richardson, I just still wasn't expecting a win out of you guys, and I continue to respect you guys because you guys are actually playing good football. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, this was a shocker to me. One of the upsets of the week, in my opinion. You guys losing the Colts, I would never pick that to happen in my life. But it was kind of shocking that Baltimore's first loss had to be against Indy. But they're still a really good team, and they will find a way to bounce back from this. Not saying they're going to win next week, but I don't know what to predict for that game. But we'll see. But I'm pretty sure whoever they play, if they win or lose, they're going to bounce back in some type of way. All right, next up we have the Patriots and the Jets. I don't really have too much to say about this game. I mean, Patriots defense, both defenses really did play good in this game, but neither offense didn't really do nothing. So I would give the Patriots a C, and I guess I give the Jets a D, just because this game was like flat-footed from start to finish. Actually, matter of fact, I'm gonna put both of them in D because I just didn't really see anything out of them. Like even their defense didn't, even these two defenses. I'm gonna look at the box score here for a minute. Even their defenses didn't really do too much of anything in this game, but this game was just flat-footed. Yeah, it was just a flat-footed game. All right, next up we have the Panthers and the Seahawks. I'm gonna give the Panthers a B. I'm gonna give the Panthers a B, and I'm gonna give Seattle an S. So starting off with Seattle, they scored set 37 points. Once again, they look like the team that I thought they were going to be at the beginning this year. Seattle, they look like a damn good team again, and they woke up ever since they beat the Rams. I mean, they got their asses kicked against the Rams. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, I'm still proud of the way how they performed. I'm still really impressed how they performed without I can't think of his name right now. Bryce Young. Yeah, even without Bryce Young, the Panthers did still really played good in this game, and I'll give them a lot of credit for that. All right, next up we have the Bears and the Chiefs. Yeah. So starting off with the Chiefs, there's just really nothing to say here. I bet everybody knew this game was going to go this way, and the Chiefs won this game 41-10. Oh, did I forgot to say the scores? Oh yeah, I think I did. So Colts and Baltimore game, they won that game 22-19. Bills and Commanders, if I didn't read that right, you guys won 37-3. Browns and Titans, you guys won this game 27-3. And I already got the Miami game, so yeah. And then the Patriots beat the Jets 15-10. Seahawks beat the Panthers 37-27. I think I said already, but I'll say it again. And then you have the Bears and the Chiefs, where the Chiefs won this game 41-10. But anyway, start with the Chiefs. I mean, what did you really have to say about the Chiefs? I mean, the Chiefs just did cheat. They just did exactly the way expected. In this game, if you guys go back on my prediction video, this is a score I actually got right. I predicted the Chiefs to win 41-10, and they won 41-10. And then just with Chicago, like this was just a miserable game all around. Your defense couldn't do shit, and your offense couldn't do shit, and Baker Mayfield still its ass. All right, next up we have the Cowboys and the Cardinals. I'm giving the Cardinals an A tier, and I'm giving Dallas an F tier. So starting out with Arizona, I really like how they played this week. I really like their performance. They went out there, and they bounced back against a really good, phenomenal Dallas team. And so I give them a lot of credit for that, and they deserve some more respect if you're asking me. All right, and then meanwhile we got Dallas. I mean, I'm putting it in the F tier because you it's embarrassing to lose to teams like Arizona regardless. So just by that, Dak did not have the prettiest day. Your offense did not have the prettiest day, and your defense kind of got whooped. So there's really nothing to say here. All right, next up we have the Steelers and the Raiders. I'm gonna give the Steelers a B tier, and I'm gonna give the Raiders a C tier, I guess. So starting off with the Steelers, their defense really locked down in this game. I thought the Raiders could take in the opener, but this was another game I was wrong on. Um, the Steelers, I'm giving a lot of credit to their defense. Their offense didn't look the best, but it looked good enough to let them win this game. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, I was kind of disappointed because I thought they were gonna take it. This is also the Sunday night game that we had today, and I was kind of disappointed in the Raiders. I thought they were taking the opener, but they didn't. Jimmy G was terrible in this game, like threw like 3 picks, but it's kind of understandable because he plays against Pittsburgh's defense. So yeah, I can't really say nothing. But this was also a pretty bad sign for the Raiders here, especially Jimmy G throwing 3 interceptions. All right, next and then last two we have our two Monday night games. So the Eagles and Tampa Bay. Eagles, I'm gonna give them fine. I'll give them an A tier because I really like how their defense showed up. And then I'll give the Buccaneers a D tier. I mean, it wasn't the strongest performance out of the Bucks, but at least they kept the game a little bit more competitive, where they had to take an outside kick to secure the Eagles to win. So, and the Eagles won this game 25-11. So yeah, even with Philadelphia, I don't think they're still playing their best football. I still think, especially Jalen Hurts threw 2 picks in this game, which is kind of unimaginable if you're asking me. But But yeah, I think the Eagles, they still look too good to me, but I think the Eagles can play even more better football than they did. All right, and last game we got was the Bengals and the Rams, and the Bengals won this game 19-16. Another pick I was wrong on. For the Bengals, I'll give them a B tier. I did like our defense. I did like how their defense came together. For the Rams, I don't know. I think I'm. Let's go C tier because I think their defense really came in big when they really needed it. But the problem was with the Rams, we lost this game because of our offense. Our offense was atrocious, and our offensive line was also atrocious. That also takes 2-3 points away. But besides that, I'm giving them at least a C because I like how their defense held Cincinnati to 19 points. That's not bad. But anyway, that is my week 3 NFL reactions. Make sure you guys do like the video, subscribe, hit that like button. Do what we have to do to support the Money YouTube channel. This is BB here on MoneyNation.com, and I'm going to get this thing edited so you guys can watch it on time. Peace out. We'll see you guys tomorrow for our week 4 NFL predictions. Goodbye, everyone.